Alrighty guys, thanks for coming in. I'm going to be talking about something that we all deal with, or something that we're all going to be dealing with, or even have dealt with in the past. I'm going to be talking with you guys about excessive screen times in kids. And I'm sure each of us grew up, were able to play on the computer, watch movies, stuff like that. So it's all stuff that affected us, and if we ever have kids, it's going to be affecting us and going to be part of our lifestyle. Excessive screen time can have a lot of negative effects, and so I'm going to discuss those effects and then ways that we can prevent that and promote positive learning for children. I'm sure you guys can see the negative consequences of it in your own lives, or just those around you, those kids that are the iPad kids that just get a little wild, crazy. All of us work in restaurants, so yeah, it's something that we all can see. And I'm no parent myself, but when I want kids, I want this to be a part of their life and to affect them as they're growing up. But I'm sure you want to hear more than just what I think, so we're going to talk about what science has to say. According to the Mayo Health Clinic, excessive screen time is linked to obesity, irregular sleep, and behavioral problems, all in children and kids. Poor academic performances as well, and then there's less time to play and do other activities that are a little more healthy for the kids. According to the American Academy of Child, Adolescence, and Psychology, you can be, in some cases, having your children be access to negative materials or things that we aren't aware of. Violent material, negative sexual content, cyberbullying, or even stereotypes. With everything becoming more and more accessible through technology and in our lives, it's very important for us to be part of this and be actively engaged in it. When we are able to be there with the kids while they're engaging in that screen time, there is definite improvement in the learning that they're able to have. You can kind of see it as it is just kids are able to ask you questions instead of when they're watching it just by themselves or doing their own things or just searching by themselves. Other ways that we can help is to actively decide what youth are able to watch and have access to. But that being said, it's not all bad. According to the Children's Health Hub, when cases of extremely low screen time, they had poor mental health, and so there's some cases where it is good. And according to healthmatters.org, we have some age requirements and some recommendations for each age. Before 18 months, it's best to avoid screen time altogether. Between 18 and 24 months, it's best for an adult to be present to help them understand. And between 2 to 5 years, it's to limit it to 1 hour a day and of high quality, nurturing content. Between 6 and 12 years, consistent limits should be in place for them, and never too much. And then you should still, in these stages, be co-viewing it with them, and it should never interrupt the sleep. At 12 plus age, designated media times and having designated media free times and locations is recommended. I know from my life growing up, not all of these were in place, and I can definitely see some of the negative repercussions of it. And so, like I was saying, when I have kids, I'm going to want this to be implemented and to be able to help them grow fundamentally. And I feel like it's a pretty big problem in today's world, and so I feel like we need to be aware of it, and we can help solve the problem and be the solution. And that's why it matters. Thanks for coming and listening, guys. Yeah.